The Jimmy Olsen Radio Network.
Spinal adjustments provided by Dr. Chad Rolfson. The Spinal Tuning Chiropractic Center is a Des Moines area low flat fee per month unlimited chiropractic care practice. When life happens, just adjust. Schedule today at spinaltuning.com. Barbecue provided by Kenny's Rib Wagon. Catering ribs for your pleasure and serving daily at Plaza Pub, 62nd and Douglas in Des Moines across from Merle Hay Mall. Find Kenny's Rib Wagon on Facebook. The thoughts and opinions of this program are strictly those of the host and the guests, not necessarily shared by anyone in the universe, let alone shared by the host and the guest. Dimension, a measurable extent of some kind, such as length, breadth, depth, or height, an aspect or feature of a situation, problem, or thing. Fear, an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous, likely to cause pain or threat. Knowledge, facts, information, and skills acquired by a person through experience or education, the theoretical or practical understanding of a subject, awareness of familiarity gained by experience of a fact or situation. Imagination, the faculty or action of forming new ideas, or images or concepts or external objects not present to the senses. The ability of the mind to be creative or resourceful, the part of the mind that imagines things. A dimension, as vast as space and is as timeless as infinity, between light and dark, somewhere in the middle of science and superstition, lying between fear and knowledge, the dimension of imagination. Welcome to the Daily Planet. I am your host, Jimmy Olsen. It is Father's Day. Hopefully you're able to enjoy it, though I know around here we are getting lots of rain, so I'm not sure if there'll be many barbecues going on, but whatever you're doing, I'm hoping you're having a great Father's Day. And I found these are 15 different facts about Father's Day. I found these on mentalfloss.com. It was interesting. I'm scrolling down mentalfloss.com, and then there's a article for a cremation planning guide on Father's Day. It was just weird. Anyway, okay, so here we go. These are 15 facts for Father's Day, according to mentalfloss.com, and you are listening to the Daily Planet. I am your host, Jimmy Olsen. So let's gather around, give a toast to Dad for Father's Day. So, happy Father's Day to all of you fathers out there. In fact, the national holiday is more than a century old. Yeah, more than a century old. America has been celebrating it for more than 100 years. In fact, here's one of 15 facts. The first one, Halsey Taylor, he invented the drinking fountain in 1912. Now, you realize he invented the drinking fountain as a tribute to his father, who succumbed to typhoid fever after drinking from a contaminated public water supply in 1896. Well, that's one way to get motivated, so that's why the drinking fountain was invented. George Washington, the celebrated father of America, our country, the United States of America, had no children of his own, and according to a 2004 study, it suggested that a type of tuberculosis that Washington contracted in childhood may have rendered him sterile. He did adopt 2 children from Martha Custis' first marriage. So his actual kids were adopted. So these are 15 facts about Father's Day you may or may have not known, and you're listening to the Daily Planet. I am your host, Jimmy Olsen. In Thailand, the king's birthday also serves as National Father's Day. The celebration includes fireworks, speeches, and acts of charity and honor, the most distinct being the donation of blood and the liberation of captive animals. There you go. Top 15 facts, or 15 facts you may or may have not known about Father's Day. In 1950, after a Washington Post music critic gave Harry Truman's daughter Margaret's concert a negative review, the president came out swinging. He said, "Someday I hope to meet you," he wrote. "When that happens, you need a new nose, a lot of beefsteak for the black eyes, and perhaps a supporter below." I guess the president was a little unhappy with the review that his daughter received in 1950. A.A. Milne created Winnie the Pooh for his son, Christopher Robin. Pooh was based on Robin's teddy bear, Edward, a gift Christopher had received for his first birthday. And on their father-son visits to the London Zoo, where the bear named Winnie was Christopher's favorite, Pooh comes from the name Christopher's pet swan. There you go. Kurt Vonnegut was, for a short time, Geraldo Rivera's father-in-law. Did you know that? Rivera's marriage to Edith Vonnegut ended in 1974 because of his womanizing. Now, her ever-protective father was quoted as saying, "If I see Jerry again, I'll spit in his face." He also included an unflattering character named Jerry Rivers, a chauffeur, in a few of his books. Andre Agassi's father represented Iran in the 1948 and 1952 Olympics as a boxer. So just 15 facts you may or may have not known about Father's Day is what we're going through right now. And you're listening to The Daily Planet. I'm your host, Jimmy Olsen. Charlemagne, the 8th century king of Franks, united much of Western Europe through military campaigns, and he had been called the king and father of Europe. Now, Charlemagne was also a devoted dad to about 18 children. Yes, I said 18 children. And today, most Europeans may be able to claim Charlemagne as their ancestor. The voice of Papa Smurf, Don Messick, also provided the voice of Scooby-Doo. Well, I know all you Scooby-Doo fans probably knew that, as well as Ranger Smith on Yogi Bear and Astro and Rudy on the Jetsons. Oh, I always wanted to do voices. I try. I do not always do them well, but I do try, even if I make myself laugh. In 2001, Yuri Yachev, a cosmonaut and commander of the International Space Station, received a talking picture frame from his 12-year-old daughter while in orbit. The gift was made possible by Radio Shack, which, Radio Shack closed, but now they're open again, online only, but it was possible by Radio Shack, which filmed the presentation of the gift for a TV commercial. The only father-daughter collaboration to hit the top spot on the Billboard pop chart was in 1967, the hit single Something Stupid by Frank and Nancy Sinatra. In the underworld of the seashore, or seahorse, in the underwater world of the seahorse, it's the male that gets to carry the eggs and birth the babies. 12 facts you may and may not know about Father's Day, or about fathers, just little tidbits. These are from mentalfloss.com. Also, if show creator, producer Sherwood Schwartz had gotten his way, Gene Hackman would have portrayed the role of Father Mike Brady on the Brady Bunch. Really? Gene Hackman was up for that? Interesting. And again, just 15 facts you may have not known about Father's Day or about fathers in general. We are almost to the end of the list. The Stevie Wonder song, Isn't She Lovely, is about his newborn daughter, Aisha. In fact, if you listen closely, you can hear Aisha crying during the song. And finally, top 15 facts about Father's Day, according to mentalfloss.com. Dick Hoyt has pushed and pulled his son Rick, who has cerebral palsy, through hundreds of marathons and triathlons, and Rick cannot speak, but using a custom-designed computer, he has been able to communicate. They ran their first 5-mile race together when Rick was in high school. When they were done, Rick sent his father this message: "Dad, when we were running, it felt like I wasn't disabled anymore." That's really cool. 15 facts about Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. You can find these at mentalfloss.com. Thank you so much for listening. You have been listening to The Daily Planet. I am your host, Jimmy Olsen. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with others on social media. You can find me on both Facebook and Twitter at MyBuddyJimmy, as well as on YouTube at MyBuddyJimmy101.
The Jimmy Olsen Radio Network.